regular monthly board meeting and call it to order. Appreciate everyone coming out tonight, and I guess everyone, spring break's coming up, and thank goodness we were able to save spring break and everybody get to enjoy that time with family and friends, vacation. And I was a little bit worried about all the snow and stuff, but what did you do? Valley build a snowman? Dr. Ganny hates snow, and when he first came to this area, it was snowing just like this past year, and we told him if he would just build a snowman, it would go away. And that year he went out and he bought one of those wire light-up snowmen and put that out, tried to pass it off. But did you build one finally? Those kids are getting a little too big for you to build a snowman now, but I'd kind of like to see you build one. But anyway, we do appreciate all of you coming out and taking the time tonight. And all the staff members, principals, everyone come out to support the students that's here, and coaches and everybody else. Thank you so much for coming. At this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Burns to lead us in a word of prayer.
Father, we thank you for your many blessings, Lord, and pray that you continue to look after us throughout this meeting. Help us, give us the wisdom to make the right decisions, Lord. And Lord, we ask for your protection upon our staff members and the students and the families of our Randolph County school system. Most of all, dear Lord, we just thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ. In his name we pray. Amen.
Amen. At this time, I would like to ask everyone to stand and join us in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, our superintendent, Dr. Ganey, will share some comments.
Thank you, Mr. Cook, board members. First, I want to say a big thank you to our legislators who spent from 4:30 to 6 o'clock with us today and here talking about state budget concerns and moving forward. So I just want to say a big thank you to them, Dave Craven, Amy Gailey, Neil Jackson, and Brian Biggs. Thank you, board members, for being here today during that discussion as well. Appreciate that. I want to just point out some things that have been happening in the school system. It's been a busy month. We've had student recognition ceremonies throughout the school system, Title I nights throughout the school system, finishing up some semester 1 award ceremonies. I want to also point out we had our Special Olympics swimming events on the 18th of February and 26th of February. And we've just, again, moved throughout the month with just some of our regular recognitions. Also had Youth Art Month exhibit at Randolph Arts Guild on the 4th of March. And our high school, middle school, all-county band concert was delayed because of the weather. We did get that in on March 7th at Asheboro High School. I just want to thank all the band directors and congratulate all the students for their efforts in this. And back to the Arts Guild event, some great art teachers, great work throughout the system by our students, but just great leadership by our art teachers throughout the school system as well. Last week was busy. We had Battle Books competitions for middle school and high school and elementary on March 12th. Wheatmore Middle School and Southwestern Randolph High School won the Battle Books competitions for high school and middle school. And then the next day we had the Battle Books competition for elementary schools. Hopewell Elementary School won that on March 13th. Also want to point out that Southwestern Randolph Middle School won the volleyball tournament for middle school on March 11th. And finally, I just want to thank a bunch of teachers for allowing me to come be a part of their classes at elementary level. At Archdale Elementary, Mr. Wembley, Ms. Atwood, Ms. Holcomb, and at Level Cross, Ms. Petroff, Ms. Robinson, Ms. Thorpe, and then my day at Randall Elementary School with Ms. Clark, Ms. Vanover, Ms. Harrison, Ms. Cullip, Ms. Byington, Ms. Simpson was equally enjoyable. I just appreciate elementary teachers you let me come to your classrooms, as well as other members of our leadership team, and we have a lot of opportunities to see kids throughout the school system, and we need to take advantage of those as much as we can as adult leaders, and I just appreciate that. Board members, I do want to make one change. I did not get to share this at the end of our work session today, but our start time for our board meeting on June 2 has been moved to 4 o'clock, And if you look on your schedule of events, I'll be presenting the budget to the county commissioners on June 2, and so originally I think it was May 29. So I'll be there at 6 o'clock, so we moved our board meeting up that night on June 2 up to 4 o'clock, so then I can leave and go present our budget to the commissioners that night as well. So this concludes my comments. Board members, again, thank you for this afternoon, and thank you to our legislators for taking time out of their schedule to be with us today.
Thank you, Dr. King. This time I need to, a motion to approve the February 10th, 2025 minutes.
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, at this time we're going to move on to the recognitions and reward.
Thank you, Mr. Cook, and good evening to you, our other board members, Dr. Ganey, and to all of our guests. The Randolph County School System's 2024-2025 Spelling Bee was held on February 4 at Journey Church in Ashgrove. 24 Spelling Bee winners from our elementary schools and middle schools competed in the event. Our school district Spelling Bee winner advanced to the Regional Spelling Bee at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte on March 9, 2025. The winner there will then participate in the Scripps National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. on May 26 through 30. As I call out our Spelling Bee winner's name and she comes forward to receive her trophy and a Pride in RCSS certificate, anyone here in support of the winner is welcome to stand. Congratulations to our Spelling Bee winner for the 2024-2025 school year, 8th grader Madison Watts from Trinity Middle School. The Randolph County School System congratulates Madison on this outstanding honor. This evening, we would like to recognize the individual athletes who have placed 1st through 4th in the state for winter sports. Indoor track and field, as I call your name, please come forward to receive a Pride in RCSS certificate, and as they come forward, anyone here in support of these athletes is welcome to stand. We will get a picture after everyone from track and field is announced. At the North Carolina High School Athletic Association NCHSAA 1A2A Indoor Track and Field State Championships on February 14, 2025 at the JDL Fast Track, the following indoor track and field athletes from the Randolph County School System placed in the top 4 in the state. Chase Barlow from Randleman High School, state champion, men's high jump. Chase set a new state record. Chase set a new state record jumping 6 feet 10 inches.
Wow.
Gracie Dean, Randleman High School, 3rd place, women's indoor high jump.
Got interesting.
Jay Richards, Randleman High School, 4th place, men's indoor pole vault. And Mariana Correa, 3rd place, women's shot put, Eastern Randolph High School. Thank you and congratulations. Wrestlers, as I call your name, please come forward to receive a Pride in RCSS certificate, and as they come forward, anyone here in support of these athletes is welcome to stand. We will get a picture after everyone from wrestling is announced.
At the North Carolina High School Athletic Association State Wrestling Tournament on February 22 through 24 at the Greensboro Coliseum, the following wrestlers from the Randolph County School System placed in the top 4 in the state. 1A classification, David Lambright, Eastern Randolph High School, state champion, 126 pounds. Maddox Carson, Eastern Randolph High School, state champion, 285 pounds. A classification, Aiden Burkholder, Trinity High School, state champion, 106 pounds. Aiden Sumners, Wheatmore High School, state champion, 126 pounds. Jaden Allred, Trinity High School, second place, 138 pounds. Lawson Coltrane, Trinity High School, state champion, 165 pounds. Dominique Hittapole, Wheatmore High School, state champion, 175 pounds. Braxton Walker, Randleman High School, state champion, 215 pounds. Jose Flores, Southwestern Randolph High School, third place, 285 pounds. We would also like to recognize Brandon Coggins, Trinity High School, NCHSAA 2A Coach of the Year. Coach Coggins received this award at the tournament on 2/24. Congratulations, you may be seated. At the North Carolina High School Athletic Association's State Girls Wrestling Tournament on February 22 through 24 at Greensboro Coliseum, the following wrestlers from the Randolph County School System placed in the top 4 in the state. Bliss Joyce, Trinity High School, second place, 132 pounds. And Bree Joyce, Trinity High School, second place, 235 pounds. It is now time to recognize our Star 3 students for March. The Star 3 program honors students who are respectful, responsible, and doing the right thing. The criteria for selection could include being a role model for others, making positive accomplishments inside and outside of school, good attendance, passing grades despite obstacles in life, good behavior, and nomination from a faculty member. We again want to extend our gratitude to our Star 3 sponsor, Wayne Thomas Chevrolet, who will purchase the 96 Star 3 student flags to be handed out during this school year. We are grateful for their support of our students. And now for the presentation of the Star 3 Awards. Students, as I call your name, please come to the front to receive your plaque and remain at the front until all the students have come forward. Parents, other family members, or anyone else here in support of the student are welcome to stand. After all the students have come forward, there will be an opportunity to take photos at the end. Archdale Elementary School, Lena Rochelle Garube. Lena has been an incredible addition to Archdale Elementary this year, and we could not be prouder of her. She has embraced every challenge with determination and a positive mindset, always giving her very best. Lena's kindness and consideration toward others make her a role model for her peers, and her willingness to ask thoughtful questions and seek help when needed shows her commitment to learning and growing. She is also quick to lend a helping hand to those around her, showing generosity and compassion every day. Hopewell Elementary School, Alexandra Oliva Erazo. Alexandra is respectful to all students and adults and an exemplary role model inside and outside the classroom. She is a phenomenal reader, excels across all academic areas, and makes the most of every second of learning. She loves to learn and motivates others around her to foster a love for learning as well. She is strong and determined and uses every obstacle as an opportunity for growth and excellence. We are proud to recognize Alexandra as our Star 3 nominee from Hopewell. John Lawrence Elementary School, Maisie Trotter. Maisie is a delight to have at John Lawrence. She has a cheerful personality that brightens any room she enters. She is an exemplary student who works hard to achieve her best in the classroom each day. Maisie is extremely respectful and is always willing to lend a helping hand for her teachers and her fellow students. Whether she is working to master a new skill, solving a problem, or helping to clean something up, Maisie can be counted on. Our staff know that she is destined to do amazing things with her future. We are so proud to have her as John Lawrence Elementary's Star 3 student for March. Newmarket Elementary School, Lila Berger. It is with great pride that we recognize Lila Berger for her exceptional growth and character. She has demonstrated a strong commitment to learning and a positive attitude that inspires others. Lila consistently shows perseverance, seeking help when needed, and striving for improvements in both her academic and leadership skills. Beyond her academics, she is kind, respectful, and always willing to help others. Lila's dedication to personal growth and her exemplary behavior makes her a model student. Congratulations, Lila, on being Newmarket Elementary Star 3 student. Your achievements are truly deserving of this recognition. Randolph Early College High School, Vanessa Perez Vinces. Vanessa is known for her outstanding academic achievements, leadership, and dedication to personal and community growth. She consistently produces high-quality work across all subjects and eagerly embraces new challenges. Her experience as a governor's page and with Rhino Leap's Impact Now project highlights her strong leadership skills and commitment to public service. In addition to excelling academically, Vanessa is actively involved in several prestigious organizations, including the National Beta Club, Science National Honor Society, Stock Market Club, Phi Theta Kappa, and Senior Advisory Council. As a first-generation college student, she is determined to create a better future for herself while inspiring others to do the same. She will further her studies at Duke University in the fall, where she has received a full scholarship as a Quest Bridge Scholar. Her resilience, ambition, and dedication to excellence make her a deserving recipient of the Star 3 student for Randolph Early College High School. Trindale Elementary School, Tinley Snyder. Trindale Elementary School is proud to recognize Tinley Snyder as our Star 3 student. Since kindergarten, Tinley has consistently exemplified the qualities of a model student and community member. Her dedication to responsibility, trustworthiness, kindness, and helpfulness shines in everything she does. As a flag bearer, she demonstrates leadership and respect for school traditions, and as a member of the Elementary Battle of the Books team, she showcases her love for learning and teamwork. Tinley's commitment to excellence and her positive impact on those around her make her truly deserving of this recognition. Congratulations, Tinley. Trinity Elementary School, Clara Purser. Trinity Elementary School would like to nominate Clara Purser as our Star 3 student. Clara consistently demonstrates kindness, enthusiasm, and a love for learning. Clara always helps classmates by sharing and encouraging others. She actively participates in class discussions. Her work is always neat, and she strives to do her best in every task. Clara has a positive attitude and a wonderful sense of humor, making school a joyful place for everyone. I believe Clara embodies the spirit of a Star 3 student with her compassion, dedication, and strong character. She truly makes Trinity Elementary School a better place. Trinity High School, Bella Reddick. Bella is an amazing student. She is consistently going above and beyond both in and out of the classroom. Bella participates in numerous AP classes, RCC classes, and other college readiness courses to prepare herself for the future. She is actively involved in both theater and beta club on top of her very busy schedule. Bella recently took on the job of stage manager for the upcoming spring musical Chicago, where she has been spearheading the organization and communication aspects of the show. She was awarded a spot in a fellowship program this year for rising seniors who wish to improve their local community. Bella models compassion, character, and drive on our campus and within our local community. She truly is a Star 3 student. Trinity Middle School, Jason Aguilera. Jason is our Star 3 student because he is always willing to help others without being asked or it even being expected of him. He has shown empathy to his Spanish-speaking peers who are struggling with language translation and his ability to help them understand. Jason also has tremendous leadership qualities. He leads in the classroom and on the soccer field, where he has earned the title of team captain. His excellent work ethic, attitude, and character make him a role model among his peers. We are proud to call him a Trinity Middle School Bulldog. Wheatmore High School, Hannah Brooks. Wheatmore High School is proud to recognize Hannah Brooks as our Star 3 student for the month of March. Hannah has a remarkably kind heart and a strong dedication to helping those around her. She has taken on a leadership role in the classroom, often assisting fellow students in any way she can. Hannah has a gift for brightening everyone's day. With her wit and humor, she charms both peers and staff, and she is always the first to offer a helping hand. She strives for excellence in all areas, demonstrating responsibility and maturity beyond her years. No matter the challenge, Hannah remains determined to reach her goals. Looking ahead, Hannah is eager to continue making a difference in people's lives after high school. Wheatmore High School is honored to celebrate her as our Star 3 student for March. Wheatmore Middle School, Lila Causey. Wheatmore Middle School is pleased to nominate Lila Causey for the Star 3 Student Award in recognition of her outstanding embodiment of the core values of being respectful, responsible, and doing the right thing, particularly during challenging times. Lila has faced significant hardships, including the loss of her mother in 2020. Following this tragedy, she and her sister moved in with her grandfather, who sadly passed away in 2023. This sequence of events forced Lila and her sister to relocate once again, transitioning to a new home and a new school within a different district. Despite these challenges, Lila has demonstrated remarkable resilience. She has continued to maintain a commendable academic performance and consistently approaches her schoolwork with a positive attitude. Her ability to maintain a smile on her face, even in the face of adversity, speaks volumes about her character and determination. Lila's journey exemplifies the strength and spirit that the Star 3 Student Award seeks to recognize. Alright, Ms. Beverly is going to come get your pictures. So I need you to scrunch up. Keep scrunching. Good job, congratulations. You are free to go.
Oh, my grandson is, and we didn't know about it until we were at Daddy's last spring, and they were outside playing, they came in, and we started eating.
How you
All of a
doing?
sudden,
Here's a good picture, I'm gonna tell you.
You like that?
And then he came to know.
Yeah, I tell you what, I bet you know when you came here, yeah, she won't pay her birthday. Well, she was in what school?
It was so possible.
Y'all been sick.
Been here 2 weeks, I just, I would have
Flu?
flew.
You lost some weight through that,
That's,
didn't you?
that's what I've heard, people got one thing that led to something else.
It's a weight loss
I had the
plan.
flu. That's all I had. It's just passed. We're all healthy. See y'all. All right, see y'all.
So do you take something? Well, he didn't do that, but she has seen every reason out the playground or something. He said, I did, he didn't take it. I was talking about one season, he has been through all those damn things. His eyes, that,
They're
they are mean.
never, just, I got bit by a bunch of times.
Oh.
It just creates, that was probably 6-7 years ago. So I was older. I know, it's very weird. So they just do it as a precaution, just to, tell me to keep everything around. Just-
Yeah.
Okay, at this time, we had no one to sign up for public comment. Hold on. Dr. Gaines said, hold on a second.
Did he leave with all the people?
Yeah. We didn't tell him to leave, he can come back now, huh? We good? All right, we had no one to sign up for public comments tonight. I was thinking we probably would, I had several emails lead me to believe that we may have public comments tonight. But I do want to touch on it, just when anyone's listening. We had an incident at one of our Hopewell Elementary School, on February the 28th, I'm not sure exact date, but anyway, when someone came into the school through a broken door. That should have never happened, but it did happen, and we have to learn from that, and we have to get better, and we have to take steps that that never happens again. And I know the school board, we were questioned, do we talk about safety? Yes, we talk about safety a lot. And But when something happens like this, you talk about safety even more, which is a good thing. But I know Dr. Gandy and we all have talked over the last couple weeks, and there's been steps taken from his office. Example, all doors are checked before students arrive each morning, all outside doors, to make sure they're locked by staff, and you have certain staff members doing it. And the only door parents are allowed to come in, and it should be this way all the time, is the front door. So every other door, we're gonna make sure they're locked, and they're gonna check it 2 or 3 times a day. And they sign off on it when they check it. And at night, the same thing, when it closes, you need to make sure all the doors are locked, and have someone checking it. Once again, you sign off, so you put your name on something, you know, that's pretty much it means you're checking it. And we've had some complaints of people leaving doors propped open, like whether you take kids on the playground or outside. Even with some safety checks performed, that had been found. So no, absolutely no doors should be propped at all. That'll get you in, that'll get you a meeting in the principal's office. But windows, no windows should be open unless there's a screen to protect the open part. But I know for a fact that Dr. Gain and his staff, they're following up. And I mean, you know what, you can't, when something happens, you can't go back, but you have to move forward, and you have to do a better job. Now, on another side, I think one of the things that we'd all like to see happen, especially with the times we're living in, is SROs in every school. We have them in middle school and high school. About 2 years ago, we had each quadrant, the 4 quadrants of the county, we added money to have an extra SRO, which would be roaming in the elementary schools in that part of the county. So like in the Artsdale Trinity area, you had 5 elementary schools, and that SRO would go between those schools. That gets you a little more coverage there, but still it's not a cure-all. But money, it costs money. So since this has happened at Hopewell, there's been some conversation with Dr. Ganey, Sheriff Seabolt, our commissioners, Darryl Fry, and AT Tax, there's Chairman John Cable, and AT Tax is willing to, are looking at, I mean, it's not exactly definite, but this very much could happen. I feel like maybe starting a pilot program in our Artsdale Trinity area where there'd be a plan to have maybe SROs in every elementary school. That AT taxes, people up there pay that additional tax, and that would be something that would be very useful for safety. Very, you know, I think people would definitely agree that would be money well spent. And there's also, it's hard to find people with SROs. It's hard to keep fluent supply where we are now in the schools. So there's been some talk, and could you hire like off-duty officers? Like I don't think Randolph County, they have like ball games and stuff, you know, they do, but it would be a way for off-duty officers to make some overtime and to check it. I think you can do that. I heard that today, you can do that. A certain amount of hours they can work, but that would probably be a strong interest where you could, anyway, it's a system, it takes time to get it into place. But I just wanted people, if they're listening, and if it works in our Artsdale Trinity area, it would free up, if AT tax helping, it would probably free up more in the other parts of the county. Maybe we could spread, especially if you could use off-duty officers as overtime. We did the math on that, Dr. Ganey, being a math guy, you did that's a big savings. It's what, less than half per officer, right at that, than it would cost if you can do that. Yeah, but it was a big difference, so it would help a lot. But anyway, that's something that's out there, and not only is the Randolph County Sheriff's Department willing to look at it, I understand like in Artsdale, they need another agency. I think Artsville Police Department, they've shown some interest too, some of their officers would like that. So I just, even though no one signed up tonight, I just wanted you to know that we are looking at things, and I just felt like we owed it to those people to just kind of tell you where we are, and we're getting better. But thank you. Dr. Gandy, at this time, well, okay, I need a motion to adopt the meeting agenda. All right, have a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, Dr. Gandy.
Okay, board members, have several gifts to present tonight. First gift is on February 27. Katie Henderson made me aware of a gift, Principal Frankfurt Elementary School, from Industrial Wood Products, in the amount of $1,000. It's to be used for the school's Cardinal Career Connections Day event. I accepted this gift on March 1, and a copy of the email is attached, and this is the information item since $5,000 or less, for board policy 8220. Also, on February 6th, Katie Henderson sent me another email with several gifts from her school, for her school, and I'll read those to you. All of these were accepted on February 6th, and all of them will be used for the school's Cardinal Career Connections Day event. Randolph Community College donated $500. North Carolina Custom Modulars of Asheboro donated $250. Ray's Septic donated $200. Lida's Towing Incorporated and Lida's Grading, $200. And SR Construction, another $200. Again, all of these were information items since they were $5,000 or less. I wanted to make sure all of these were Cardinal Career Connections. Yes, all those were used for the Cardinal Career Connections Day event that they're planning at Frankfurt Elementary School. Also, I had an email from Katie Henderson, Principal of Frankfurt Elementary School, on February 17, regarding some more gifts to our schools. And again, these are all used for the Cardinal Career Connections Day event. W&W Crane and Rigging donated $200. I accepted this as well as these other gifts on the 17th of February. Adcock AG&D Grading and Demolition, $100. Vasquez Transporter and Construction, $200. And an anonymous owner donated $200. And I don't know if I said the dollar figure for WW Crane and Rigging. That was $200 as well. And again, all of these are information items since they are $5,000 or less. On March 10, we had an email from Sean Shoptow, Principal of Ramon Elementary School, regarding two gifts. There were two park-style benches given to a school by a group of anonymous owners. And one gift, both gifts are valued at $150 each, and one gift was being placed on the school's campus in appreciation of the school's teachers. And the other gift, the other bench, was going to be placed on the school's campus in memory of a student, Maddie Vernon, who passed away on January 29. I accepted these gifts on March 10 on behalf of the school system. Again, information items since they were $5,000 or less, for board policy 8220. Next gift, Randall Middle School. On February 27, Holly Grissom, Principal of Randall Middle School, made me aware of a gift given to her school by Samet Construction in Martin, Marietta. It was a Spirit Rock, with an approximate value of $2,500. I accepted this gift on March 1, and again, information items is $5,000 or less, for policy 8220. The next gift is to the Randolph County School System. It is a pretty much annual event, or annual gift. Sheena is shaking her head on March 3. Sheena Creech made me aware of this gift. She's Executive Director of Curriculum Instruction and Director of Digital Teaching and Learning. There's a donation from the Randolph County Farm Bureau Incorporated, and it's one copy of the 2025 American Farm Bureau Foundation Agricultural Book of the Year, and it's entitled The Soil in Jackie's Garden, written by Peggy Thomas and illustrated by Neely Daggett. One copy of this book will be placed in each elementary school media center, and the total value of this gift was $322.83. I accepted this gift on March 4. Again, information item due to be $5,000 or less. The next gift you have is Southeast Randolph Middle School. On March 3, Melanie Ritchie, Principal of Southeast Randolph Middle School, made me aware of a gift given to her school by the Ramsey Area Civic Club in the amount of $60 to be used for the recharter fee for the Southeast Randolph Middle School Junior Civic Club. I accept this gift on March 4. Again, information items since $5,000 or less. Next gift is Trindale Elementary School. On March 5, it was made aware of a gift from Emma Phillips, Principal of Trindale Elementary School. And it was a gift given to her school in the amount of $500 from the Clarksdale Trinity Little League Basketball Association. The gifts used was unrestricted, so the school has flexibility to determine its use. I accepted this gift on March 5, and the information items is $5,000 or less. And the final memo I have for you tonight is some gifts to Wheatmore Middle School. On March 4, Matt Smith, principal of Wheatmore Middle School, made me aware of two gifts. One was $1,000 from an anonymous donor to use for the school's baseball program. I accepted this gift on March 5. And then the Archdale Trinity Little League Basketball Association donated $1,000 for the school's athletic program, and I accepted this gift on March 5 as well. Both of these were information items due to being $5,000 or less. So board members, again, as with most of our board meetings, we have multiple gifts we bring forward for members of the community. We appreciate all that you do to support our schools, and it seems like it's just across the board every month with different gifts. We appreciate everything everybody does for our schools and support them. So, any comments?
Thank you, Dr. King. All right, next up, curriculum and instruction, Larry Chapman.
Good evening, board members. It's always a pleasure to have the opportunity to come forward before you and bring the grants that have been received to the district, and it's always good to see you. I have one to bring to you tonight, and according to policy 8220, it's an informational item. This is $5,000 or less. And Trinity High School received a Donors Choose grant in the amount of $292.28 on January 8th, 2025. The grant will provide a green screen kit for classroom projects, and Javier Mendoza Socha, a Spanish teacher, was responsible for submitting this grant. Any questions for me?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Larry.
Thank you.
All right, good evening, board members. First item on budget and finance will be, all right, will be the monthly reporting of any contracts $50,000 or more. Got two items for you tonight. Clark Power Services Incorporated, that's for repair parts and service out of our transportation area, in the amount of $50,000. And the second one is Go Energies LLC for gasoline and diesel fuel in the amount of $175,000.
Thank you, Marty.
Then the next item, board members, is the superintendent's 2025-2026 proposed budget. And there in your packet, you've got the cover page, and then you've got the letter that Dr. Ganey does each year to the Board of County Commissioners. Behind that letter, you will see this sheet that you've seen before. This is what we presented to our commissioners back in January. It's the local budget request for the 25-26 school year. First, we'll talk about current expense request, and there's three items within that particular area of the budget. One being the continuation cost in the amount of $1,067,299. Again, that includes matching insurance, any matching retirement, and legislative salary increases that might happen as a result of the state budget. It also includes charter school payments for any growth there. Insurance, liability, workers' comp, unemployment, property, all those potential to have increases this year as well as an increase for utilities, which would be energy, garbage, water, and any heating fuel costs there. So those are all included in the continuation cost. Second item is a supplement increase for all employees. If you recall, last school year, or last budget year actually, we requested a 1% increase across the board from our commissioners for all employees. And they were able to fund half of that. So this year we're asking for the second half. So 0.5% increase for supplements across the board for all employees would be $925,000. And the third item would be an additional month of employment for our data managers. What this will do is get any data manager that is 10 months up to 11 months. So we're trying to get everybody at least to 11 months across the board, and that additional employee will be $123,000. So that is your current expense request, and those total $2,115,299. Second request we had for our county commissioners came from the capital outlay, and that is the request for an additional $100,000 from our facility upgrade and repair plan. Last year we did not ask for an increase, and so this year we are asking for that increase. So total request from local county commissioners between current expense and capital outlay would be $2,215,299. So now we get into the actual budget. If you recall, now we're budgeting by purpose, and so that's this format. So with our revenues on Fund 2, which is local current expense, total county appropriations that we're asking for is $27,246,197, or a $2,115,299 increase. Fines and forfeitures have maintained around $1 million each year, so we've got that in there. And then this year we're appropriating fund balance in the amount of $1,372,000. Total local budget, Fund 2, would be $29,618,197. Below that is the expenses within current expense. Out of instructional services, the $5,000 would be at $10,605,617. System-wide support services, $6,000 purposes would be $16,111,674. Ancillary services, which is the 7,000 series, would be $370,584. And then non-program charges, which is the 8,000 series, would be $2,530,322. Again, revenues and expenses balanced at $29,618,197. Moving down to capital outlay. County appropriation request for this year will be $2,163,825. County appropriations request with special construction consideration, which covers our facility upgrade plan, would be $1,050,000. You see the $100,000 increase there. Activity bus revenues, $135,000. Interest on investments is $12,000. For total capital outlay budget of $3,360,825. And then all of those expenses fall within the $9,000 under capital outlay. Moving forward to our enterprise fund, which is school nutrition, Fund 5. There's a variety of revenues there. You've got state and local, state and federal, as well as some local and other sources. So under sales tax refund, that's $2,500. National School Lunch Programs, $9,700,000, which is a $943,500 increase there. USDA commodities received $471,332.81, or $24,042.50 increase. Spring vegetable USDA grants of $20,000. And moving down into your local and other sources, you've got your breakfast full pay, those sales is $21,000. Lunch full pay, $240,000. Supplemental sales, $1,035,000. State reimbursement for breakfast, $7,800. Interest on investments, $100,000. Miscellaneous local operating revenues, $5,000. Disposition of school fixed assets, $20,000. And then appropriated fund balance for them, amount of $863,700. So their total budget would be $12,756,832.81. Total increase over prior years, $487,942.50. They've got two areas within their expenses, 7,000 series and 8,000 series. The bulk of their expenses would be in the 7,000s at $12,281,832.81. And then the remainder of their budget is in non-program charges, the 8,000 series, $475,000. Again, $12,756,832.81. Moving down to the Archdale Trinity Special School Tax. Revenues, supplemental current year would be $2,820,000. Supplemental taxes prior year, $16,500. Tuition payments, $44,000. Interest on investments, $8,250. And appropriated fund balance, $86,660. Now, I will say, from Gary's comments, that does not include any adjustments or anything like that they may request. So that's just as is for now. Their total budget would be $2,975,410. That decrease is, you'll see it's a $200,000 decrease. There was additional funds appropriated out of fund balance last year that's not this year, so that's the reason for that decrease. They've got two main areas in their expenses, and that's 5,000 series of the instructional services. That totals $2,950,410, and then the system-wide support services of $6,000 and $25,000. Then on the last page is the other specific revenue. It's our other local pot. It's the restricted funds in Fund 8. So those revenues, again, cross from state and federal resources or sources and also local. So out of partnership pre-K would be $745,000. The state nursing grant that we received in the amount of $150,000. Medicaid outreach program, $825,000. Medicaid direct services program, $105,000. And JROTC revenue in the amount of $160,000. Local revenues, tuition payments would be $45,000. Driver ed fees, amount of $80,000. Interest on investments, $90,000. Miscellaneous local and state, $135,500. Miscellaneous duplicating revenue, $4,000. Indirect costs, $455,000. That's a pretty good decrease because when our ESSER funding went away, we were not able to apply the indirect costs against that federal program. So that's the reason for that decrease there. Facility rental revenue, $5,000, and appropriated fund balance of $1,028,000. So the total budget for Fund 8 will be $3,827,500, which is an increase of $241,876.90 for the prior year. There's two areas under Fund 8 that are covered with the purposes, and that's $5,000 is $1,352,500. And then finally, the system-wide support services of $6,000, which is $2,475,000. Behind that, the last pages 4 and 5 are just backed up documentation. It shows where the increases or decreases are by PRC within the individual fund. I won't go through all those, but those are on page 4 and page 5. And then finally, the last page of the document is the performance growth, school performance growth from year 23-24. And so that's attached at the very back of that document.
Morning.
Yes, sir.
On the $1.3 million for the fund balance, is that, how's that compared to previous years? I mean, last year we didn't do any, is that
There was
right?
none last year, and if you
Okay.
recall, the last several years, especially with ESSER funds in place, we were putting several dollars back into fund balance every
Okay.
year. So we knew that once ESSER went away, that funding went away, we would probably have to dip into it to balance our budget, and that's what we're doing this year.
Is that something we kind of see that going forward in future is going to be like that too, or?
Well, it's not so much, it's
Yeah.
pulling out your savings, so we've got to tighten some things and figure out where we can, if there's some places that we can make some cuts along the way, or cut back on, and so that we're not dipping into that every year.
Yeah, we're gonna be bringing some stuff to start reducing our budget moving forward. We have several areas that we're gonna propose
Yeah.
to bring forward in the coming next couple of months, getting ready for July.
July, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Marty.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks for all your work on that as well. That is a lot of work to get the budget ready. So.
All right, so we need a motion to approve the consent items.
I have one quick question about that. Just curiosity. When we request money for the lottery money, so I know it was approved years ago, and all, just, what is that? Just whatever the debt payment is owed, that's when we request it, or how is that done?
Yes, it's, if you recall, Providence Grove was the first construction project in North Carolina that was able to use lottery funds. And so we're pulling that down. The county actually requests that they pull it down every year. And so that goes towards the principal or the debt payment for that project every year. And I think on the schedule on the back, there's probably 2 or 3 more years left, so we're getting close to paying that one off.
Okay. And that's what, so when it is paid off whenever, there's not still a debt owed after we're done with the lottery funds or not? Or is it just their funds is what's?
I would suppose he could reapply those to another school project that we've got.
Okay.
I'm assuming, Marty, it'll roll to whatever is not paid off, it'll roll.
Right, you should still have probably another year's worth of debt at Wheatmore High, because it came right in behind, and then, once that's over, you could apply it to Trinity Middle.
Yeah.
So we're probably, right now with this Providence Grove, we're probably down to 3 schools and
So
soon it'll be 1.
It's 1 million every year, is that what it is, or?
That's what he requested.
Okay.
every year.
Okay, so we need a motion to approve the consent items.
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, we move on to action items. Well, this part.
Good evening, board members. Thank you for having me this evening. I'm here to make recommendations and seek approval for the provision of a summer reading camp opportunity for our proficient students. As you know, the primary goal of the summer reading camp is to support students who have not met proficiency in reading at the end of 2nd grade and the end of 3rd grade. Senate Bill 387, which is what provides for the summer reading camp, allows for our boards of education to also admit proficient students on a fee basis and provides the flexibility to set the amount for that fee. In the 23-24 school year, our summer reading camp cost $217,915.20 and served a total of 386 students. So based on that, I would propose to set a fee of $565. So at this time, I would like to request approval for the use of the enrollment applications, which are in your packet, alongside that fee of $565 to provide for an opportunity for our proficient students to attend summer reading camp. I'd be glad to answer any questions you have.
What have we done historically as far as summer reading camp, please? Do you have anything?
We've never come close to the limit, that fee. We've never come close.
825?
The 825, that's been in legislation actually, I think since the day that law was passed.
Correct.
But we've never come close. I'm looking back at the last 545, what you have last year, Ashley?
496.
496, year before was 545, year before that 629. One of the things we used to get caught up in was, if you remember back years ago, we have to be careful what we do, that we stay inside the money the state gives us and it doesn't become an expense with us. And, so we had to be careful there, and I think Ashley, you last year, or several years back maybe it was, we quit doing anything for 1st grade because we were afraid we couldn't get it staffed and also the cost. We don't want to, we just can't as a school system afford it to go beyond what the state allots. One year, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, the state superintendent at the time allowed school systems to spend what money wants to spend on summer camp on I think it was Chromebook, Sheena, something you use for reading in those grade levels. And then we did that for 1 year, and then they came back and said, can't do that anymore. So we send money back, and Ashley will have that dollar figure in the summer what we don't use. But we have to be careful, just be careful that we can stay inside this budget.
Does it include anything like food or during the time they're there?
We do that with the seamless summer option, so it does not, that's accounted for in operation.
And Mr. Cutler, At one point, we expanded out to 8 school sites, and my notes is starting in summer '23, we went back to the 4 original sites, Randall and Southmont, Trinity, Ramsey, and, you know, as we came off the pandemic, and also, I'm going to assume part of that was maybe because of the feeding, the food issue as well.
Yes.
In the summer.
Are we still doing the 4 sites?
Yes.
We are, yes, sir.
And how many students do we have who are proficient actually participated in it?
Last year, we only had 3
Yeah,
who did it for
okay,
third graders.
right. Yeah, so,
It's just a few. The year before, we had a total of 8.
okay.
How soon do we let them know about when the camp is and all that?
Actually,
It's a pretty quick turnaround because we have to follow the guidelines on who's proficient, and who's not. And we have to make sure we have space. So it does provide for us making sure it doesn't overload the classrooms. So it would be a quick turnaround. They would know, June 5th, I believe, is the date we have to turn in the news and the addresses transportation on it. And then it starts June 13th.
Is that in our current budget year? Is that, or would that be?
in this fiscal year.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
So we'd have to close down before, actually, what's the dates? Well, it closes down before June 30th.
July 2nd is the last day, so the majority comes out of this. But, well, this pot, am I correct, when it goes into September, yeah.
Oh, it goes into September,
Yes.
okay.
Because we have to pay for teacher bonuses also after it's over.
Any more questions, discussion? If not, we need a motion to approve the summer 2025 reading camp fee and the applications for proficient students.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley.
Mr. Wrinkle. Oh, no, Sheena, I'm sorry. Sheena, I'd like to meet you. Sorry, Dad.
At least they're all paying attention.
Just good. Good evening, board members. Bringing back to you tonight the arts grad proficiency endorsement. If you remember, Dr. Chappell and I brought this last month to the work session as an information. Beginning with the 24-25 school year, students may earn the arts proficiency diploma endorsement upon graduation. To qualify, students must complete a minimum of 4 arts courses with a GPA of 3.0 or higher in each, and then log at least 40 hours of approved arts-related extracurricular activities. All the extracurricular activities must be approved by the board, and they cover a range of artistic disciplines from performing arts to visual arts, and it included a full list in the packet of eligible activities for your review and approval tonight.
Are allotments specified for this? Or
No, this will be handled by the existing staff.
same as, okay.
And Sheena, correct if I'm wrong, this will be in effect for this graduating class, if they have it that they can verify.
Correct. They can go back
Validate,
4
yeah.
years and provide.
But this will be the first graduating class that can have this endorsement,
That is correct.
class 25. Okay.
All right, any questions anymore? So we need a motion to approve the arts proficiency endorsement.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. All those-
Y'all need us just to handle this stuff.
We got the ladies with the 1-2 punch.
Just let us know.
Switch it up, Sharon, you can.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I missed another one, Dale.
I paused that time, to make sure it was my time. Apologize for that, board members. So good evening, board members. The first item I bring to you tonight is the recommendation to approve the 2025-2026 school calendar for Randolph Early College High School. The calendar does include 180 student days, 14 teacher work days, 11 holidays, and 10 annual leave days. The Randolph Early College High School calendar aligns with the Randolph Community College schedule. And, you know, that calendar does have flexibility with their guidelines that the traditional school calendar does not have. I do appreciate Ms. Grosh and her staff's work on the calendar, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have about the calendar.
No questions. We need a motion to approve the 2025-2026 school calendar for Randolph Early College High School.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
But,
We're making it easy for you.
well, you guys will get set up here, I think. All right.
Ditto, that's what we're doing.
Okay, board members, the second item is a recommendation to approve a revision to the bell schedule for Southeastern Randolph Middle School for the 2025-2026 school year. The attached document contains the bell schedule for each school in the school system for next year. Southeastern Randolph Middle School bell schedule is being revised, and the new time for the end of the school day is highlighted in yellow. The strike-through has been placed through the time being changed. And this does align Southeastern Randolph Middle School's bell schedule with the other schools if you look on that sheet. And that helps with several different areas from, you know, sporting events and after-school activities, bus scheduling, etc. I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have about the proposed bell schedule.
Why was it 3:15?
I think that was originally, they had some enrichment built in the schedule.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, Mr. Lemire, they asked for a special schedule to do something with enrichment. There was some kind of special programming. And so Dale reminded me that last year, somewhere prior last year, was it, we adjusted the front end of the schedule.
Yeah, it was
back to where
7:40,
everybody was.
we moved it to 7:50.
So I don't know why we didn't do both last year. I think it may have had to do with some planning that was already in place. And so we moved the start of school day last year for this current year with the thought of getting it cleaned up this year for next year on the back end.
Okay, so we need a motion to approve the bell schedule change for Southeastern Randolph Middle School for the 2025-2026 school year.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed?
Okay, board members, the last item is a recommendation to approve the Center for Safer Schools safety grant. All right, thank you. But this is for additional safety equipment. Dr. Gainey, Beth Davis, and I were notified on 2/27 of the grant, and that we received $125,000. The funding will be used to purchase and install door access systems and security alarm panel systems and security camera systems. It's being presented to you for final approval according to board policy 8220, gifts and requests. And you do have a copy of the letter, the notification letter with your document.
Now, is this something new that we're getting, or is this like something that's just kind of like a grant that goes on toward what we've already got, like the doors? Because I know some people have the little card doors, and some people don't.
Yeah, actually, we'll be adding, well, Larry's guys, they'll be adding door access to 2 schools using this money.
Okay.
As well as putting in some additional security camera systems in, I think, 4 or 6 schools.
Okay.
Is this grant money that's available every year? So this is the second time that we've been, it goes for 2-year windows, and this is the second time that we've applied for this grant.
So there'll be a lull next year and then?
Well, it rolled, last time they let us roll a little bit over it because we didn't spend it all. I think we've got like 57,000 that we're rolling over to this year in addition to this. But what they've told us is that this has to be spent by the end of June, which really puts a crunch on Larry's guys and the IT department to get this installed. And you know, we applied for this back in the fall, and we just found out what we received from the grant application
Do you
2
have,
weeks ago.
do you have a time frame of installation for purchase?
exactly.
Well,
And purchase?
what we have to do is talk to the vendors and make sure that we can get this installed by the end of June. And last year, what they did is, when it got close to June, they told us that they would give us time to roll some of that money over and spend it, this coming year. So we actually did spend some of it this fall, or, last fall, excuse me. So I'm hoping they'll do that again, but for right now, we have to plan to spend this whole $125,000 by the end of June.
But does it have to be installed by the end of June?
Yes,
It does?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't just purchase equipment and then hold it
Okay.
until we can get it installed. Yeah, and we actually had to do two different reports. We're supposed to do a mid-year report, but we're already past mid-year. So we'll do another report in June. And I've actually emailed the Center for Safe Schools and asked them that question about, are we supposed to do a report anytime soon, or do we just wait and do one at the end of June to show that we've completed the project?
Would we be better off to contract instead of possibly losing that money to someone to the installation?
Well, Larry and his guys, as well as IT department, we actually met last week, and we've got the money planned to spend the whole amount of the grant money and get everything installed. They've already talked with their vendors and make sure that we could, contractors could come in and get the equipment installed.
All right, any more questions? Okay, so we need a motion to accept the Center for Safer Schools Safety Grant for the school system in the amount of $125,000.
So moved.
All right.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
All right,
All right, thank you, Deb.
Thanks, Dale.
Thank you, Dale.
Thanks, Dave.
I move that the Randolph County Board of Education go into closed session pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 143-318, .11A 1, 3, and 5 to preserve the attorney-client privilege, to discuss confidential personnel matters protected by North Carolina General Statute 115C-319, and to discuss negotiations related to the acquisition of real estate.
All right, we have the motion, we have a second, go in closed session.
Second.
All right, all those in favor say aye. Opposed? All right, we're in closed session. to set us up a date sometime with that other, or this,
The hearing, you need to talk to Eva.
how about, but we got a new code?
Who's Eva?
Wait a minute,
I mean,
I'm gonna make sure we're on cars, if we're on.
There's the blue lights on. Is it always on?
what's this?
He's checking to see if we're on. Eva's your new lawyer. Eva is the new lawyer. Just for that one thing.
Just for the hearing, just for 30 minutes.
We want you back. We don't want you.
for how long?
Just for the hearing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm calling you for all game to see if we're on.
So can we do it before the next board meeting, or we gotta do, or do we have to do ethics training?
She's checking.
didn't look exactly.
He said it didn't
I
look
mean, that's a good thing.
exactly, do they the same?
You need to talk to Eva. You need to talk to Eva.
Okay,
Do you have Eva's number?
I got it.
Okay, all right, great.
You need to call Eva.
Okay, so I need a motion to approve the certified personnel report.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I need a motion to approve the classified personnel report.
Second.
All those in favor, oh, you
He
second.
said
Okay,
second.
okay, thank you, Brent. And watch this one. Need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Look at that. Oh, I knew this.
Second.
Tracy's gonna say, all right, all those in favor say aye.
Where's Tracy?
All right.